Welcome back. Witnesses have testified under oath that at least 18 secret gangs are exerting power and influence in the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I want to bring in Cerise Castle. She is a reporter who broke this story and wrote the first definitive history of LA's deputy gangs, as they're called. And John Sweeney, a civil rights attorney who has helped expose the violent gangs who have reportedly started to gather and cause a bit of problem there for the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Welcome to the both of you. Cerise, let me start with you. Explain how this is really working. These aren't real street gangs like the one percenters, the motorcycle clubs, who are infiltrating the police. These are police co-opting their names and clubbing up amongst themselves and then exerting illegal influence, or what exactly is happening?
That's basically it. You've got it. And thanks for having me so much. And John, good to see you again. The way this works is that what will happen, and it's been going on for 50 years. So since the 1970s, when new deputies join the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, they are subjected to these gangs and are told that you can either join and participate in this sort of policing, or you can leave the department. The training starts very early on how this gang culture works and how it operates. All new recruits start working in the jails, and the jails are where some of the most notorious deputy gangs are working and operating. Some of the names of those groups include the 3,000 Boys, the 4,000 Boys, the 2,000 Boys, Posse, IPA, and a number of these groups also have white supremacist leanings, which is another element. There was just a study put out by Dignity and Power Now and the University of California, Los Angeles, that found that over half of the deaths that are occurring in Men's Central Jail, which is run by the Sheriff's Department and where those deputy gangs that I just mentioned function, over half of the deaths that they studied were marked as natural, but there was evidence of physical violence to the bodies. These gangs are notorious for beating people to death. We've seen it again and again in cases like John Horton. And this report just goes to show you that this is systemic, that these deputy gangs are viewing civilians as merely sort of like a plaything, I guess, and some sort of sick ritual to join these.
So that
it's
a huge thing, you know, a very big claim to say that these police gangs are beating people to death, because that is, you know, that's an allegation of murder. I cannot substantiate that myself. I mean, that's a massive issue. John Sweeney, you know, if they all have these matching tattoos to show their affiliation with each of the various different gangs in these you know, alleged units in the LA County Sheriff, how is it not just really easy to identify them and say, hey, this is not allowed?
Well, that's the $64,000 question. The Sheriff Civilian Oversight Commission, which oversees the Sheriff's Department, has been asking the sheriff to help identify these gang members by asking them to reveal their tattoos and to identify them that way. So far, there has been tremendous pushback by the Sheriff's Department in doing that. The sheriff is saying that I can't invade their privacy by doing that, but there is case law cited by the Civilian Oversight Committee that gives the sheriff the authority to do that. Still, he's not doing it.
It's such an incredible story. I only have a minute left, and the reason that we're having a short segment tonight, and I'll apologize for you, is that we've got this breaking news of an escaped inmate who may have murdered 5 people and is still out in, you know, the public in Texas. So I apologize for it. We'll have to do an additional segment to find out more. But can you just tell me in about 10 seconds or less, Cerise, if this is a problem only in LA or if this is a problem across the country?
I receive calls every day from police officers.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's one for Cerise.
Cerise, go ahead. Go ahead, Cerise.
I receive calls every day from police officers across the United States. I just spoke to a police officer in Houston this morning who asked me to come down to Texas and investigate the gangs that he is observing in his unit.
So there you have it. Okay, so I promise you, we want to do more on this segment, and if not for this breaking news, we would have been far more fulsome in the questioning. Thank you to both of you. I really appreciate it. Cerise Castle and John Sweeney, we'll have you back for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.